Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A Dolphin first down as Tannehill is on target to the former Patriot Danny Amendola. On first down, it's Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. They go play action here on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look like the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And Ndamukong Suh getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. On second down, here's Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and 5.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. Flush to his right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Seahawks have recovered. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover. But if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go. And maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now Wilson on first down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there, 52 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past, the biggest teaching point. Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Now a first down carry by Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The give is to Bell. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Gone! Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. McCarron now on first down. And throw right side complete to Parker. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
First and 10. Here's A.J. McCarron. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, 30 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Walsh adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Penny. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw. McDaniel got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
On 1st and 10, McDaniel. And his throw is incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. And now it's 2nd down. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. On 1st down, McDaniel. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Detroit,
so now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again. McDaniel over the middle, complete. It's Love. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Over. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit.
To throw again, McDaniel. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, McDaniel. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake, McDaniel. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off-play action, McDaniel. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watching that, Barney.
Back to throw. McDaniel. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd down, here's McCarron. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watching that, Barney.
McCarron, a final shot before the half. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason, as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. McDaniel. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
To throw on second down, McDaniel. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! 99 Philly, here we go! Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Looking to throw. McDaniel. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39!
A handoff to Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And on the ground they go with a running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now McCarron throwing on second. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he?
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a give to Penny. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over a big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap from McCarron. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw, it's McCarron. And the pressure gets to him again. Now Zare Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. He's going to look deep down the field. And no, it's incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
All right, now, look at 56.
On 1st down, McCarron. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from...
And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll run it again with Penny. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It goes as a loss of 6, and now third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
The pitch goes to Petty. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. McCarron on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll try and run with Balaj. And an alley to run. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To throw is McCarron. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake. McCarron. And he's got his man. It's Escobar. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And McCarron now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they try the right side here. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 3rd and 1. McCarron wants to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What
it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially when
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, past the 20. 10, 5, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Lambeau on for the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The return man is Grant. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. From midfield, here's McCarron. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. But he's into the clear. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And out come the Dolphins now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
forward. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun here, McCarron forced, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
McCarron with one final try. And he's going to go down again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job